reviewing the games, take 2, and action. Ah. I might have to do a take 3. That was terrible. Right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we're all doing okay today. Today we're going to do some Xbox reviews. We'll do the Nintendo games, but it might take too long because I've got so many games. Anyway, wearing my Sega shirt today. Oh, lovely. Sega! Okay, enough of the shirt. So Xbox games. Too many of them. Too many. Oh, lovely games. Alright, enough of the silliness. Let's get on with doing some reviews. Finally, after take 2. I'm not going to do a take 3. Right, so let's get on with it then. Our first game we come to, we'll do the Xbox One first. And we've got a mixture of 360 games in there, but that's because they're like a collection. So our first game on the list, we have Terminator Resistance. This is a flipping awesome game. It's got to be possibly the best Terminator game I've ever played. It's even got the theme tune music in it. It's like but yeah, flipping awesome game. I've just completed this one. It's set in the future of Terminator 2. Always wanted to play it. Flipping awesome game. Recommend. Totally. Moving on. Our next game we have Call of Duty World War II. Again, well, yeah, quite a good game. I've only played the first couple of levels of this one so far. But that beach level at the beginning, oh my life, how hard was that? It took me at least 20 attempts to get through just past that beach on the first campaign. And in the end, I had to use like about 20 different people as human shields. So, yep, I think that's quite a good game. Multiplayer is flipping hard. It's hard. Like I could defeat a few people, but then you get people with the sniper that take you out in one shot, and you're like, what? So, I don't know. Really good. Recommend. Our next one we have Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I was possibly about 3/4 through this game. Oh look, there he is. Ha ha. I was about 3/4 through this game. Yeah, I know it's quite an old one, but I still think it's quite good. Yeah, multiplayer was quite decent, I suppose. Defeated my wife on it a few times. It was quite fun. She said I wasn't giving her a chance. I remember that. Says I was cheating. Like she always does that though. Moving on, our next one we have Grand Theft Auto 5. What gamer's collection is without Grand Theft Auto 5? Yep, good game. You can nick aeroplanes, helicopters. You be this asshole. But but yeah, it's good. You go into strip bars and pull and throw money at the girls. Really good. Really good. Recommend. Recommend. Good game. Good game. Good game. Alright, our next one. And we have FIFA 14 for £1. Wow, what a bargain, right? This one is my only football game that I've got because I thought, I might as well have one football game in my collection. And I didn't want to spend £50 on a game of football. Unlike one of my work friends is like, why don't you get the latest one? I was like, well, I've got this one for £1. It's still football. So what's the difference? It's still football. And I've never played it still. But it's like one £1, so why not? Yeah, the bogey. Our next one we have Doom. Now this, oh my life, what a flipping awesome game this was. Yep, I completed this one. Just had to. It's so fast and sometimes quite hard as well. I'd say, really good graphics. Yeah, recommend. Our next one we have, of course, the next one, Doom Eternal. The next game, of course. I'm probably about in the middle of this one, but you know it's like a next game comes out and you must buy that. So yeah, I like this one. You get the hook, and of course you get the shotgun and whatnot. Really good, really good. And our next game, and we're back for more reviewing. We had to delete some stuff to make some recording space, but moving on. Our next game on the list we have Injustice 2. This game was okay. I liked the first one better. I found this one to be a bit too fast and a bit too fast. Like you couldn't do your special moves as much. But you're like sexy Supergirl and sexy Harley Quinn, sexy Catwoman found somewhere. But yeah, it was okay. I'll give that one an okay. Moving on to the next one, we have Ghostbusters, the video game. Yeah, good. This was a good game. I've played the first little bits of it. I'll probably get back to it in the future. But yeah, I'd say it's okay. I'd say give it a chance. But yeah, you get to fight ghosts and stuff, and you probably get to fight him at the end, at the very end. So that's that one. Our next game, we have the Elder Scrolls Online, and I'd say this game about 5-6 years ago was really good. At the time, you know, I bought this game for about £30. You can now get it in the second-hand shop for about £1.50. There's like, I like to get my stuff in the sale, but like at the time, I really wanted this game. I spent a good over 200 hours on this game alone. I've got through all the campaign missions on it, and I left it as that. I've completed it, but you can never complete the Elder Scrolls Online because they keep adding stuff to it, like the DLCs and all that. And nobody got time for that. So still, it's an okay game, and give it a go. Our next one on the list, Alien Isolation, £4. Look at that, what a bargain, right? And I've not got round to playing this one yet, but I've heard it's very good. You have to run away from this guy, or hide from him. How will you survive? By hiding. Yeah, I think you have to hide, and it's a very jumpy game, I've heard. But yeah, so I get all my games in a sale because I'm very tight. Moving on, and we have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and he's a fellow ginger, my ginger hero, my ginger Jedi hero. Yeah, quite a good game. I've played the first few bits of it. I will have to try and get around to playing it again. I got it for Christmas this year, and I've not got around to playing it because the new games come out all the time, and I get into other games. So Deluxe Edition 2, probably quite an expensive game for Christmas time too. But yes, I'd say give that one a go. Quite good. Next one we got bit of retro stuff. We got Sonic Mania. Look at that. Oh, lovely, shiny. Oh. I got to about the middle of this game, and yeah, I'd say it's very good. It's going back to its roots in the 2D scroller, and lovely and shiny. If you're a Sonic fan, get this game. It's back to 2D. That's where it should be. And then Good. We've got another retro one. And we have Rare Replay. That's 30 hit games. You've got the old Battletoads on it. You've got, I think it's got Cameo. It's got Dark Zero on it. It's got Banjo-Kazooie. And from what I heard, quite good games. I've played a little bit of these ones. Not Banjo-Kazooie though, because that for me now is a bit babyish. So I never played it as a kid, so I think if I played that one as a kid, it would be nostalgia to me. But yeah, I've never played it. So yep, I'd say that's an okay game to have in your list of things. So it's an okay game. Now, what's better than football? Car football, Rocket League. Yep, I recommend. I mean, do you know what? I bought this one, but now you can get this game for free now on your Xbox store. But yeah, car football. What's not to like about car football? It's I'd say it's probably a good game for a couple of days, but yeah, good game. Next one on the list we have Red Dead Redemption 2, and funny enough, I've not played this one yet. Got it for Christmas, like 2 years ago. Like you get to be a cowboy and go on a horse and go yeehaw. Apparently you can play poker in this game as well, so possibly a good game. I bet people in the comments would say, yep, good game. I'm probably missing out that I've not played it yet. I played the first one, but just to muck about on. So, bang. Good game. My wife is looking at me in disapproval and thinking, what a dickhead. Next one on the list, we have Dishonored 2. And at the time was £30 from second-hand shop. Would you believe it? But yeah, I played the first one and I needed to have the second one. Recommend this one. Really, really good game. You get to fight with both a gun and a sword. And it's got like stealth, you get magical powers. And you get to pick sides, whether you could be evil or not, or be like the good guy and not kill anyone. But who wants to do that? I mean, that would just be boring, right? You go around the whole entire game not killing anyone. That'd just be boring. So I usually go in guns blazing on a stealth game. I just can't be asked to do all this stealth. But yes, recommend that one. Really, really good. Not played the DLC, but it's really good. Destiny 2. Another game where they keep adding stuff to it. I did complete all the main missions and whatnot. But yeah, this is a good game. Good graphics. Yeah, really, really good. I should probably do like 2-word limit, because otherwise it's going to take me like all night to try and get through all of these. Got all them to do yet. Next one on the list, very, very good game. The Evil Within 2. Yes, a must-have. A must-have. Quite creepy. You do spend the first hour not killing anything. It's like story, and I think you hide from something, from what I remember. But I loved the first game, loved the second game. Really good games. Sometimes quite hard. I think the first one was more harder than the second one. But yes, I recommend. Very, very good game. Very good. Very twisty. It's very, very twisty. Very good. And our next one, we got Assassin's Creed Unity. Never played this one. I've never been a big fan of these games. I got it bought for me for Christmas. Never played it. I might even sell it, or I might even chuck it up the wall at some point. But I'm sorry, Assassin's Creed fans. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Right, which one should I do next? We have Dead Rising 3. Sticker in the way. It's Dead Rising 3. Very, very good game. Yes, of course. You get to kill lots and lots of zombies, make lots and lots of weapons. The making weapons part was probably the most addictive, because you get like over the top weapons. So, and you get some really good guns in that as well, like the M16 for like killing lots of things. Really, really good game. Next we have Dead Rising 4. Now I think Dead Rising 3 was possibly better than Dead Rising 4. This one's still a good game. You get like that suit, but I think Dead Rising 3 is so much better. But yeah, this one's still quite fun, I would say. The only thing that does take the mick, and that's like with the DLC, you have to play the DLC to actually complete the whole entire game, which, you know, takes the utter mick. DLC should be like bonus content, not, you know, when you buy a game, it should be the whole thing. Next we have Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, I'd say it's quite good. I really like that they put Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, RoboCop. Really, really fun to play. So fun. Not played this one all the way through just yet, because I'm getting around to playing everything. I've got too many games. I think the video is going to cut out in a minute. I might have to delete some more stuff to make some more space, gems. So I'll have to be quite quick on this one. Next we have Aladdin and the Lion King. Very, very retro. Very, very retro. I got this one for Christmas. It's like another 2D scroller. Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. You get like a rewind button on it as well, and I can't even complete the game on the rewind button. It's so hard. How these were children's games back in the day. They're just too flipping hard, you know? Very, very hard. Next we have Halo Wars 2. Now, I thought this... I played the first one, didn't really like it. I thought, well, this one might be good. It's on the Xbox One. But no, I didn't really like this one. I just didn't get into it. So yeah, that one's... I'd say this one's shit. Alright, gotta have to delete a few more things. So, sorry honey, I have to delete more stuff. And on to our next game, finally. And our next one, we have South Park: The Fractured Butthole. Or should I say, South Park: The Fractured Butthole. See? No. Fractured Butthole. They say butthole. So, just to pause there. So, yep. Do you know this one I have not played yet? It's still in its cellophane. Look at that. It's still in its cellophane. I played the first one on the 360. Got about 3/4 through, and I got to that guy, Al Gore, President Al Gore. You know the one who says, "Man, bear, pig," and I could not defeat him, so I gave up. I rage quitted that one. But yeah, I reckon 10 years down the line, I'll probably get round to playing this one. I'll play the first one first, and then do this one. So then that's probably an okay game, I would thought. Yes. Next game. It's another one I've hardly not played. Quantum Break. I've heard. Well, this looks like it's got very good graphics on it. Time power. Time is power, not time power. Maybe you do get time powers because of quantum. But yeah, it's probably a good game. I'd say probably. I would have to get into it at some point. Yeah. Agents of Mayhem. I think this was something to do with Saints Row, I think. No, couldn't really get into this one. You get like 3 characters you can choose from. I say it weren't all that great. There's not much story to it. Crap. Crap. Our next one, we have an old one. We're going to do the Resident Evil games now. Resident Evil 5. This one, I know it had bad reviews, but I say for its time, I thought it was quite good. I would love to play it 2 players. I mean, like, get another Xbox 360 and maybe play it 2 players. But, yeah, I would say this was quite good. an Xbox 360. It's and again, I got 3/4 of the way through this, and then moved on to another flipping game. You know what it's like, 3/4 of the way, and I should really complete the damn thing, shouldn't I? Get back on it and complete it. There's that, and we have Resident Evil 6. This one I've I've heard quite bad reviews about. I think they said it's like a duck and cover game. I can't remember if they said something like that. This one I've not even played yet. Look at that, 350, 350, and yeah, no, I've not played this one. Again, 2 players. You could play off 2 different Xboxes. You know, that'd be quite awesome thing. Play 2-player of Resident Evil, wouldn't it? Maybe one day in the future. Maybe a baby. And we have Resident Evil 2. This one, yep, I'd say this one, very great game. Got about halfway through it on the Xbox One. I've completed it on the PlayStation 1 about a good 100 times because it was that great. Better graphics, obviously, on the Xbox One. You look at it now on PlayStation 1, you think, oh my life, crap. But back in the day, we really did think they were really good graphics. But yeah, awesome game still. Good, still got jump scares, oh my life. I've not completed it yet on the Xbox One, but again, one day. Look at that, 4K Ultra as well. Wow. Yeah. And Resident Evil 3. Flipping awesome game. This one I did complete because it was that flipping great. It was that awesome. You had this big ugly git after you. You had to keep running away from him, and it's like stars. But yeah, really, really good game. You get some really good guns at the end of this. Well, that's sorry for the spoilers, but you know what it's like. You get better guns as you go along. Magnum gun, oh my god, so brilliant. You shoot off a zombie's head in one shot. You're like, so cool. So yeah, flipping awesome game. Completed it. Flipping good. And you know what's coming, don't you? Resident Evil 7. Yep, really good game. Completed it. Really, really good jump scares in it. Get trapped in that house, and you got all these hillbilly characters after you. It's quite funny. Yeah, it's really good. I completed this one. I've even played some of the DLC. It's quite good. I think there's like a blackjack game you play, and if you lose, you start losing limbs and whatnot. It's quite creepy. So you really want to get it right and not die. So it's quite creepy. Right. Moving on. Would you like to answer some my wife's games? Oh.
A smaller pile.
Yeah, she's got like this many games to my many games that I have played, and this is the amount of small games that she has played. So one of my wife's favorite, one of my wife's games, we have Alice Madness Returns. Would you like to review this one?
Yeah, it's quite a good one. It's like a dark, dark version of Alice in Wonderland. So it's got good artwork and everything. You can see in the back and everything. So you've got the Trizza cat. It's quite sort of creepy. She kind of looks like Amy Lee from Evanescence a little bit, but it's quite a really good game. Quite a dark sort of story, but every level's different. Really different. So it's such a good game that you can play more than once.
Yes, I think you've completed it at least 4 times, haven't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And like any like.
It's a good game if you really like Alice in Wonderland,
And I noticed with like when you go up in the levels, she changes her dresses. That Emma really admired. All the dress changes.
Yeah.
So girly.
It's a good girly horror game.
So girly. Our next one on the list we have Wet, because would you like to make her wet? So what would you like to say about this one, Wet?
It's a good action game. I think Eliza Dusker, Faith from Buffy, does her voice in it. if you're a big fan of Buffy.
Lock and load.
But yeah, it's a really good game. It's sort of like a little bit like Matrix. She'll run up the wall and do flips and shoots.
Flipping hell.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah.
You've completed this about 4 times as well, haven't you? Or something like that.
Yeah, a few times.
So,
yeah.
Wet. It makes her wet every time she plays it.
Oh,
sorry. It's chauvinistic. I'm sorry. Doesn't really. It's just. So the next one we have Tomb Raider.
Not bad for a fiver.
For a fiver, yes. At the time it was probably like 30-40 quid, but yep, the first remake of Tomb Raider.
One of the first remakes, isn't it? I think.
One of the first, yeah.
That's one of the remakes as well.
Oh yeah. So what would you say about Tomb Raider?
That's quite a good one. It's quite good when she shoots. It's more accurate. You know, it's good accuracy while shooting. It's good graphics. For,
Yeah.
You know, for the price you pay.
And I know this one you have to be sometimes stealthy, didn't you, with the bow and arrow and whatnot.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So yes, quite a good Tomb Raider game.
It's more gory.
Moving on, I think we have. Let's do it. Let's do them in order of the Tomb Raiders. So which one's next? That one, yeah. The next one in the franchise was Rise of the Tomb Raider. Now, which one would you say is better? The first one?
That one, because
yeah,
the shooting is not as yeah, it's not. I don't know. The aiming is not very good. You know, you have to work harder to sort of aim at the bad guy, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But the graphics is better. You know, she actually wearing a coat. You know, she actually know when it's actually cold. You know, like.
That's realistic.
That's realistic. Yeah.
Very realistic. You can catch pneumonia and whatnot, and you could die.
Yeah. I thought that was not as good as that one though.
And then we have Shadow of the Tomb Raider for the Xbox One. So what would you say this one's? Would you say this one beats this one?
I think this one's a mixture of both, but the shooting's better on that one. You know, it's more able to aim better.
Probably quite good graphics as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, the graphics is better and everything.
Yeah, I noticed it was good graphics on that. I mean, it was good graphics for the 360 on this one, but good graphics for this one. I mean, all these Tomb Raider games I don't really play. I played it on PlayStation 1. I completed Tomb Raider 1. And then after that was me for Tomb Raider games. And Tomb Raider, Lara Croft Tomb Raider Legend. What do you say about this one? I think this one you got annoyed with, didn't you?
Yeah, because I got almost to the end and then it deleted all my progress for some reason.
Oh, don't you just hate that?
I don't know how, why, but it's quite good, you know.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Tomb Raider. Don't mess with me.
One of my wife's most favourite games, Control.
Yeah.
And you've completed this one, didn't you?
Yeah, well, yeah. And DLCs.
And you've even bought the DLC and completed the DLC because it was that great. It was that
DLCs,
good.
Yeah.
And with this one, you can move stuff with your mind.
Yeah, you can fly.
And you can fly, yes.
Yeah.
This one is I think really good graphics. There was really good really good theme tune for this one. You type in Control soundtrack. I think they're called Poets of the Fall. Makes a really good soundtrack for this game. Really, really good. So my wife recommends this one. You notice they're all girl heroes. So she likes to play the female girl hero.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's each to their own. Ooh. Right, now on to my 360. My 360 list. Let's get all these out the way. Oh no. It's gone all over the bed. Oh! Right, let's go to my first game. And we've got Rage. This one, yes, quite a good game. I wouldn't recommend playing this on hard mode. I've done that for the first time playing it and couldn't get anywhere. But it's actually quite a little game. You could probably complete this within a day because it was quite a short game, or maybe two days. But yeah, you've got to love the gunplay and everything. Really, really good. Really good. Really good rage. It doesn't make you rage quit at all. Like people have said. So yes, really good. Next we come to Rage 2. I think Rage for the Xbox 360 was probably better than this one. It's not bad. I only got like halfway through. I mean, Rage, the first one I completed, it was quite short. I never really got into this one really. Pretty too much to do. Open world, so it's one of those games. It's take you forever to complete. So yeah, it's not bad. I'd say this one's okay. This one's brilliant. This one's okay. Next we have Rocky Legends for the original Xbox. I don't really have too many original Xbox games, but this one was a must have. So I just had to slam the door there. Just, you know, to slam the door sometimes. But yeah, Rocky. You get to go up against Ivan. There he is. Ivan Drago, Clubber Lang, Apollo Creed. So, and the training scenes in this were really quite cool. So, I'll have to continue this 2 seconds. And we're back finally. I got a little bit interrupted there. So that was Rocky Legends. That is I'd say it's a must-have game. I don't know whether you can probably play this on the Xbox One, but you can play this on the Xbox 360 if you still have an Xbox 360. So it's like one of those games. It's like really good game. Really good training scenes. I have already reviewed this, but I have to review it again because it's probably one of my favourite games on the original Xbox. And obviously, I quite like the films, of course. So gotta like your Rocky. Yeah, used to take that one around my friend's house as well, and just had to beat him on that as well, of course. Right, next one we have Fear. Really good game, £2. Look at that, I'm such a tight ass, aren't I? This was quite good. It was like a Call of Duty, but you get like to defeat her, and she's quite creepy. But for its time, quite an old game. It was quite good, I guess. Yeah, quite old, clunky controls now. Like I think it was like A is shoot or something like that. It might have been like you don't use the triggers. Like who does that now? You got to use the triggers to shoot, ain't you? So it's that one. Let's go Bioshock next. Everyone, if you're an Xbox gamer, you have to play Bioshock, of course. Really good game for its time. I think you can buy the remakes now for Xbox One. But yeah, I completed this one. I completed Fear, of course. Completed Rocky. But yeah, this one's 95%, 10 out of 10. Really good. Get to defeat him, and I remember this game. You can either sacrifice those little girls, to get more power, or you can save them. And I remember, I think I sacrificed the little girl once. I only done it once, but I felt really bad. I know it's not real and all, but I felt really bad for doing that. So from then on, I saved every single little one of them. So I felt really bad for it. Who wants to kill kids in a video game, in a computer game? It's like morally, who does that, right? I just wonder if they're putting experiments on you to see what sort of things you do. But yeah, that's Bioshock. Shocking. Shockingly great. Shockingly great. And we have, obviously, Bioshock 2. Ooh, shiny. Ooh. But, yeah, I'd say it's quite good. Probably not as... I've not played this the whole way through. But, I'd say it's probably not as good as the first one. It's still quite a good game. But, yeah, quite good. Got to about halfway through this one and then started playing something else again. Silly me. They probably still have my saves on the 360 saying that. And of course we have Bioshock Infinity. Completed this one. This was, I'd say, quite good imagination. Like you go up into the sky. It was quite cool. The guns on it are quite cool. And yeah, you get to play as this chap. It was quite so gentlemanly. Actually, I can't remember if he was all gentlemanly, but it was like, "Hi, how you doing? Do you like my gun? Lovely, isn't it?" So that's Bioshock Infinity. Quite good, quite good. Probably not as good as other game, the first one again, but yes, quite good. These games are getting in my way now. Burnout Revenge. Most likely the best racing game ever on the Xbox 360. Really, really addictive. I played the other ones as well, but this one has got to be much better. Much better than probably Burnout Paradise as well. And you get like lots of crashes, and you could get really good takedowns, really good crash scenes, really good graphics for the Xbox 360.
And music.
Oh, and of course music, of course. And this one I played multiplayer, and I ranked I got to about the 1000th place, but I couldn't go any further than that because people were just too good at the down game. So then I stopped playing it multiplayer after that. But yes, well recommended. Burnout Revenge. Really, really good. And then we had this one, £1.50. Xbox Live Arcade, you get Pac-Man, Uno, just a little game where it's like, if you've got nothing better to do, you can play Pac-Man. You get good scores on Pac-Man if you're quite the Pac-Man player. But, ugh. Should probably throw this one in the bin, really, shouldn't I? Got Uno. You know, it's okay. I probably wouldn't play it for another 5 years, but if I ever have children, I'll definitely introduce them to Pac-Man. That's just one of those things you got to do. Introduce all your children to the old school games, because that's where most of the skills are at, right? Oh, found another Tomb Raider game, Underworld. Never played this one. Did you play this one, honey?
Not sure.
Not sure. Just a game we've never played. Looks quite cool though.
Played the first Tomb Raiders as well.
Yeah. So with all the new games coming out now, we ain't got time. If we had to try and complete all the bloody Xbox 360 games, we'd never complete any of the Xbox One games. So, of course, the Xbox now the latest Xbox is out as well now, the Series X, and if I had to complete all my Xbox One games, I'll never get around to completing them. So what do you do? What do you do? So we got. I'll review both of these. So we've got Oblivion and Skyrim. So now, I played Skyrim, possibly my favourite game for the 360. It's probably better on the Xbox One, but I played on the Xbox 360. Now, this game was really good when I was unemployed. I could literally play this game all day long for 10 hours straight, taking breaks in between. But like every time you slayed a dragon, you felt awesome and legendary. And they'd let you know about it as well in the game. And I used to love pissing off all the guards in this game as well, like Rusragarum off cliffs and all that sort of thing. So funny. I'd have so much fun with that. I still play it now, like occasionally, like if I'm in a Skyrim sort of mood. But yeah, for its time, really good game. Really, really good game. Really good. Really good graphics for 360 as well. It's probably better on the Xbox One, but yeah. So then we have Oblivion. So now this game I couldn't get into because it lacked the graphics that Skyrim had. So I played this one for like 5 minutes because someone recommended it to me. But yeah, crap. Other people would disagree with me, but because I played Skyrim first, I suppose that's what set the bar for me. Set it too high, so I never really got into this one. Should probably throw it in the bin. It might be worth money years to come. You never know. You never know. Probably not. Next we have Left 4 Dead 2. It was okay, I guess. It's like one of those surviving type games. You get 4 players. Yeah, it's okay. Played it some of the time. Like, peace, man. It's not really peace. It's, I think he was telling the zombies to fuck off. So it's not really the peace sign. It's the fingers up to the, yeah. It's an okay game. It's not that great. Now, from what I heard, the shittiest Sonic game, apparently. Sonic Unleashed. Apparently, I think it was the shittiest one, so I think someone bought it for me, I can't remember who. But apparently this is the shittiest one. Maybe I'll throw it in the bin. That's, yeah. Never played it. I should probably play it.
That's actually my one, I
Yeah.
think.
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Now to the obviously the best generation, Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection, where you got like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3. You got Sonic and Knuckles on there. Really good. A must-have for your Xbox 360. I bought it for £12 at the time. Yeah, this is a must-have. It's got all the Streets of Rage on it. I love Streets of Rage. And that really, really good Sega Mega Drive. And it obviously goes with my shirt, of course. Sega goes beautifully with my shirt. So this one's definitely a keeper. And there's another game on there called The Shining, something like that. The Shining, which I really got into. It's like a 2D scroller, a little bit like Link on the NES, if you ever played that. But it was very addictive. I've completed the whole thing of The Shining. Barely lacked any graphics, but like, you know, it was awesome. Check out The Shining, or whatever, on I think it was called The Shining, something like that. It was really good. Next one, Destiny, really good game, really good game. Again, I completed all the campaign missions and then called it quits at that. Destiny 2 is possibly better. It's probably better on the Xbox One as well. But this, for its time for me, was a really good game. I got it for Christmas, and yeah, I was blown away by the graphics and all the space-like stuff. Like you travel to the moon, Mars. Obviously, you done that on Destiny 2, and of course, like seeing Jupiter was quite cool. I think you land on one of Jupiter's moons, and then like you see Jupiter and Saturn, and yeah, it was awesome. I mean, space stuff anyway, because I'm nerdy. But no, that was a really good game. Really, really good game. Of course, Red Dead Redemption. Played it a little bit, and you'd be like a cowboy and be like, yeehaw! Bang. Probably a good game. I'm probably missing out on the fact that I've not played it much. But yeah. I think there was a point where in the game I went to kick a dog and a chicken, and then everyone was trying to fight me. It was quite funny. So probably a good game, probably. This one's a knockoff. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. I thought it'd be really cool, like with Mortal Kombat and DC. It's actually really crap. It's probably the most crap. Look, it looks good. This is what sold it to me. It looks good, but it's not as good as Mortal Kombat. So you give this one a miss. You chuck it in the bin. So crap. There we are. Another original Xbox. This is one of my wife's games. She loves her female heroes. She does Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Every 90s person had to have this game, didn't they? So, what would you say about this game, honey?
It's quite good graphics for its time.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah, if you're a huge fan of Buffy, you'd love it, wouldn't you? You know, it's really quite good.
So good game. They should probably put another one on the Xbox One, shouldn't they? For Buffy. But like, of course, Buffy's quite an old game now, isn't it? Well, it's quite old, like from the 90s.
Well, they got one for PS2, haven't they?
PS2, yeah, that's how old it is. It's so old. So, did you complete this one in the end? You got stuck, didn't you?
I think I completed it. I think so.
We think we completed it. Wow. Oh yes, I've done a review for this one earlier, The Evil Within, the first one. Really, really good game. Oh! It's probably not doing that in that tone, but that's yeah, wouldn't do it. Oh, you'd more of it. Ah! Really quite hard game. This one, you have to like save your bullets and everything. And you get to a point where it gets really creepy, like this creepy man's after you, and it's really creepy. Really good game. Really hard. It's like a hard mode on it as well. And yeah, wow, very hard. Ah, Dead Rising 2. I've done Dead Rising 3 and 4. Now we have Dead Rising 2. Yeah, quite a good game for its time. Love the bosses in this game. I love the boss fights in Dead Rising 3 as well. But you get really funny boss fights. Oh, and you can create your own weapons. So, yep, a very good game to have. £15 for its time, blimey. You know, nowadays you could probably get that for like £1. Dead Island. It was okay. I've probably got about halfway through it. Oh, I forgot to mention I completed Dead Rising. I've actually completed all the Dead Risings, actually. Dead Rising 1 all the way to 4. So I forgot to mention that. But yeah, Dead Island, it was okay. You get to hit zombies over the head with a plank of wood and whatnot. And yeah, I probably ain't sold you that well to you. Game of the year. It was okay. Next we have Saw. You'd possibly be sore playing this, but it was, again, this one was okay. Played about less than half of it and got bored, so meh. But it's a Saw game nonetheless, so I got Saw of that one. Borderlands 2 again was okay. I got a little bit bored in this one. I played the first one all the way through. It was quite a good game, but this one, yeah, it was okay. Nothing kept me on the game, but you just go around shooting the same old things, not get the same old guns. It's all about upgrading your guns all the time with this one. So, tell I'm such a tight ass getting everything second hand. But that used to be my addiction. I used to buy lots of stuff from CEX because you felt wowed after getting a bargain. It was so cool. Next we have Crackdown. I really need to crack down on too many games that I've got. So is that Crackdown 2? That is Crackdown 2. You know what? I played the first one, bought this one because it was £2, and actually I've not got around to playing it. Maybe I'll have to chuck it in at some point. And yeah, so you upgrade your stuff, and I've never played Crackdown 3 yet, but that's on the Xbox One. So there's that one. It's probably good. I'd say it's probably good. Pure, yeah, this was quite good. This is about quad bikes and that, quad bike racing, in like off-road quad bike racing. Yeah, quite good for its time. I say it was quite good. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. Quite good. Do like big stunts and go wee. But yeah, would you do that in real life? I don't think I could. Rise above. But yeah, there's that. Next, you're gonna hate me for this. I've barely played this one. I've heard this one's quite good. Yeah. You get to beat up people and whatnot, and use stealth and whatnot. Yeah, and glide. I think this is on the Xbox One as well, but I should probably play more of this one. Batman. But yeah, there's that. I hope I'm not boring you yet. All at one in its cellophane, you're going to hate me even more. Got these for Christmas, you know. Oh. I'm sorry. Sexy Harley Quinn, sexy Catwoman, sexy Riddler. Oh. So, not played that one. It's probably good. Probably good. I'm sorry that I've not played it. Next we have Walking Dead Season 2. Now, I've not played Season 2. I played Season 1. It's quite a good Telltale game. And I'd say it's quite good. There's parts in it that made me cry. And there's a part when there's someone's son died, and well, he turned into a zombie, and like you got to see who takes the decision to shoot the poor kid, and yeah, it really made me cry. I think I took up the decision, and it took me forever to shoot him because again, it's morals, isn't it? You just don't want to shoot a kid. So it's all morals. It's, you know, it's not real and all, but in your mind it almost becomes real. So yeah, good game, good game. Very emotional roller coaster. These ones, very emotional roller coasters. Next we have 2 seconds being interrupted again, and we're back. We got a little bit interrupted there again, but we're back. Next on our list we have, or our games thing, we have Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. This one I didn't really get much into. It's probably a good game, it's probably quite crap. But that's Harry Potter.
It's good if you like Harry Potter.
It's good if you like Harry Potter, yes. That's Harry Potter. This one, I played for ages on Street Fighter 4. Love this game. I've won a few tournaments. I won a tournament once in a pub. Won £50, come first place. Flipping awesome game. I'm always trying to beat the professional players at this game online. So, yep, one of my favourite games. It's like Hadouken! Hadouken! Oh, your shit! So that's Street Fighter 4. Flippin' awesome. Next we have... yes, the first Injustice, of course. I said this one's better than the second one. You can actually do your more special moves on this one. You can do Superman's laser eyes, and I think, yep, much better than the second one, totally. And I just got sexy Wonder Woman, and yeah, I might have to play it again now, just because it's got Wonder Woman in it, and she's all sexy. Makes my mouth dribble. Next we have Supreme Commander 2. So if you're any fans of like Command and Conqueror, you would love this game. Flipping brilliant game, like strategy game, like building your base up, building your units up, and destroying the other player. Played this numerous amount of hours. Flipping good game. Played a demo of it first, got addicted to the demo, so I had to buy the game. Really, really good. Again, I might have to play that again sometime. Now reviewing all these games, I really do feel like playing a few now. And of course with that, Command Conqueror Red Alert 3, yes. Really, I think it's possibly better on the PC than it is on the Xbox Series X. You get limited amount of units. I don't know whether that's Red Alert 3 itself, but like on this game you get limited amount, and who wants that? You want like thousands of units, not just 50 units. I think it's limited to. The actors in it were quite funny. Look at that's the guy from Home Alone, isn't it? You know, the one he confronts Kevin and is from Home Alone, and she's nice. So, but yeah, that's it's okay, that one. The other Command & Conquerors are much better. And we have this one, Capcom Digital Collection. The only good game out of that is Street Fighter 2. The rest is shit, so fucking shit. Yep, that's. I was going to chuck that one downstairs because it's flipping shit. Next we have Lord of the Rings, Battle for Middle-earth. Again, this one's possibly better on the PC. Again, this limits your units. Like, I think you only get like 50 or whatever it is. But you'd want at least like 500 units. But it's quite cool. It's Lord of the Rings Command and Conquer type game. Build your base up, build your units up. It's quite cool. So yeah, it's okay. The good Sonic game for the 360. Sonic Generations, flipping good game. This one. You got the 2D and the 3D. Best of both worlds. Very, very addictive. Very addictive. And actually you play as either the 2D Sonic or the 3D Sonic. Really, really good game. Must have if you're a Sonic fan, totally. Next we have Civilization Revolution. I've spent lots of hours on this one. I think I'm about one achievement away from completing the whole thing. Being completed on hardest mode once. Well, tried to complete it on hardest mode. But yeah, it's quite educational. Quite hard sometimes. But a quite good game if you're into your like education and whatnot. But yeah, again, you build up your bases, build your units up. It's a turn-based one, this one. You like Civilization, you must have to have this one. Getting through these games a bit more quicker now because like time is running out for me and it's like a Sunday. I've got to get things done. Next we have, oh look, another Tomb Raider game. Oh, I can't stop doing that. People gotta think I'm chauvinistic. A Tomb Raider Anniversary. I think this one is this. Yes, this is the remake of the first one. I think the first Tomb Raider. So if you was a big fan of that, look, you got the dinosaur there. If you was a big fan of that, this one's the one to get. You're like, look at that ass. I gotta stop doing that. Really sound chauvinistic, don't I? Trials. We've got Triple Pack Trials, Limbo, and Splusion Man. A Limbo, I got to a point and got stuck. Really wanted to complete that game. It's quite hard. Trials was okay. It's like a motorbike game. And quite hard, actually. That one was a bit too babyish for me. But yes, Limbo was quite dark and yes, Splusion Man, it just looks stupid, doesn't it? And Trials, you on a motorbike. That one I had to quit on. That one gets way too hard, way too quickly. It really does. Unless you're like a genius. You're like, wow. But yeah, that was quite good. Mortal Kombat. What a game that was. Good game for the Xbox 360. There's Raiden. Finish him. But yeah, I'd say that's, yeah, quite good. It's good when you get to do all the moves and whatnot. But yeah, you got to love Mortal Kombat. Dead Rising 2, I think already done. I think this one might even be broken because I bought one and then it didn't work and I had to buy another one. So, Dead Rising 2, good game. There it is. South Park: The Strictest Truth. This is the one I told you about. I got halfway through and then got defeated by Al Gore. You know, the one that believes in Man Bear Pig is real. So, we'd have to get back into that sooner or later. And respect my authority. And yeah, that one's, yeah, I say it's quite good. So, yeah. Now we come to the Guitar Heroes. So we got Guitar Hero World Tour, Guitar Hero 5. We get got some good ones on that one. Arctic Monkeys, Blink 182. Yeah, gotta love a bit of that. It's always good at parties sometimes, isn't it? Look at that, Queen and David Bowie, Nirvana, Muse, Kings of Leon. Good stuff. That's Guitar Hero 5 and massive soundtracks. This is Guitar Hero World Tour. Get a few bits and bobs on here. Blink 182, Coldplay, Eagles, all good stuff. But my most favourite, of course, has got to be Metallica. And look who's wearing a Metallica shirt today. It's Metallica. Really big fan of Metallica. Went to see them live once, and that. So got all the awesome rock songs there, All Night Long, Memory Remains. Gotta love a bit of Metallica. So yeah, really awesome game. I completed this one. I've not completed the other two, but this one I just had to have, totally. And with Guitar Hero comes, yeah, hold that for me. Comes a guitar. We got Guitar Hero Metallica. Really awesome. Look at the skulls. Really cool, right? Really cool. Yeah, so you get to rock out on this piece of really great guitar machinery. Really good. I can play a few songs on hard mode, but most of the time I play on medium, as it's quite the challenge. So that's look at all that. Wow, my treasures, my beautiful treasures. That's my that's all my physical games that I've got. As this is taking me so long, I'll have to do all the Xbox games, all the Xbox One games in my library, and all the Xbox 360 games in my library, which I've downloaded. But I'll do that another day, as this is taking so long. I've got some Nintendo Wii games to do as well. So yeah, if you liked any of the games, or let me know in the comments below to tell me which one was your favourite game out of the lot, or which one was your favourite review out of the lot. Tell me if I'm wrong, right, agree with me, or yeah, and come back maybe next week and I'll do some Nintendo Wii games. So that's for all. Good night. Good night, all.